going on, guys? It's your boy Sega Man back here with another Xbox Alpha podcast with my special guest, Truckmaster. And soon, hopefully, we'll be having Hebot in here also to do the Alpha podcast with us. I'm sorry, guys, about yesterday, man. I know you guys are always looking forward to me doing it on a Saturday, but I just had some things to take care of, man. I'm trying to get that together as best I can. Really, I am. So, what I'm going to do from now on is in the week when I know my schedule, I'm going to let you know if I can definitely do it Saturday or Sunday, man. So, my apologies to the Xbox Alpha brothers and to the gaming community, man, about my scheduling for the Alpha podcast, brother. But yes, we're going to talk today. We're not going to be on too long, probably like an hour and a half. But we're going to talk today about the handheld. There's a new handhelds coming out, man, by Valve and Steam. They're bringing out a handheld. And also, we're hearing too that Microsoft is possibly bringing out a handheld system, which is very interesting to compete with the Nintendo Switch. You know what I mean? Because the Nintendo Switch right now is the leader and the king of handheld systems. So they might be having some competition. And their competition is definitely going to probably be Microsoft and Steam and Valve's handheld system. I'm very curious to know and found out more information about this. This was actually, I seen the news about this last week. So it's going to be interesting, man, to hear about more about these systems, pricing, and what games they're going to have to offer. So, with no further ado, I would like to introduce my guest, DJ X Tuckmaster. Hey, Tuck, what's up, brother? Tell the people where they can find you, man.
Hello, everybody. This is your boy DJ Tuckmaster, the original Pony Killer, and I do mean the original damn killing Pony Killer. I don't like ponies. Ponies don't like me. I can't stand them. Don't want them in my life at all. But now y'all can reach me on Facebook, Instagram, mainly the Xbox, um, Twitter, all that good stuff. So let's get this thing rolling, man.
So, Tuck, man, let's start out with what we've been playing, man. We've been playing this week, like different games and stuff like that. So, when you have time and you're off of work and you're home, what games have you been playing on the Xbox, man? What have you been playing lately?
I've been playing daily the Dungeon Dragons game.
Yeah, Deadly Alliance.
Yeah, it's good, man. That game is very, very hooked. I'm on the second. I'm still on the first level on the second board, and the thing about it is, I keep on forgetting that I gotta get certain things before I meet the bosses.
Yeah.
So I can get past that board. I say, darn. So every time I got to cut it back off, and that's just what I do. I cut it right on back off and go right back to it because I'm not going to go through all that stuff again.
What's good, 108 Dragons? What's good with you, brother? 108 Dragons is the first one in here. What's up, brother? But what else you been playing, man? And we got T Reaper. Go ahead.
Yo, what up?
What's up, T? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. I didn't even know we were going live today, so I apologize.
Yeah, man, it's all right, man. I thought it was today, but I have family things that take care of and stuff, man. So for now, I want to do my Alpha podcast, man. I'm just gonna let people know later on in the week. I'll do a short video and say I might not be able to do it Saturdays, but I'll, if I do, it'll be at 2. If I don't, it'll definitely be on Sunday because I have stuff that I was doing on on Saturdays with the family, man.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, man. But pretty good, man. What about you? We got One Waste Dragons in the building. What's up, man? Go check out the Dragons Den podcast at 7 p.m. on Saturdays. What's up with you, Lumethius? What's up, brother? Right hand to Zeus. Much respect and shout out to 108 Dragons. Much respect, man. Go check his channel out. Go check your boy out, man. He got some nice stuff on his channel, man. You need to check him out, But just Just chilling, man. What have you been playing lately? You been playing any good games lately?
I love my new Splitgate. That's what I am enjoying to my new achievement found.
Oh, nice. Thank you, 108s, for sharing on Twitter, brother. I really appreciate it, my man. My good man. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. My New York brother, 108. But yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. I've been playing and trying out new games on Game Pass, man. I tried out the new game they just came out recently called it's called Blood Roots. It looks like an indie type game. It's kind of cool. It's kind of like a hack and slash game. It has good graphics and color. It's S and X enhanced, and it's pretty good actually, man. It's not bad. You know what I mean? It's pretty goddamn good. Pretty gruesome. Has a little bit of humor to it, a little mixture of that. But that was a new release that just came out on Game Pass, so I've been enjoying that. And they came out with some other ones like Farm Simulator 19. You know, there's some people that like that. UFC 4, Tropico 6. You know, but I'm not really into those games. But I did try out the new Blood Roots game, and that looks pretty cool. It's worth trying out. You know, I might try that Farm Simulator. I might try that Reaper. I don't know, man. I never really did games like that, brother, but I might give it a try, man, just to see what it's like. You know, I'm thinking about downloading.
It isn't a farm simulator. It's legitly an actual FPS. It's
Is it?
legitly an Unreal Tournament meets Halo.
I'm thinking about it.
If you actually really want to actually use the portals around those maps.
You know, I'm thinking about it, man. You know, if I don't like it, you know what I mean. I could always uninstall it. But I'm thinking about it, man. I said maybe I should try this Farm Simulator.
So go ahead and try it.
Yeah, I think I will, man. I think I'm gonna download it and try it out, man. It looks like it looks interesting. You know what I mean? Is it kind of like the Sims game? Is it kind of like the Sims game?
No, it's legitly like an FPS. Like it's an FPS first-person shooter.
The Farm Simulator game?
The Splitgate game.
No, what's the Splitgate game? What's that?
I just said it. Unreal Tournament meets Halo.
Oh, is that on Game Pass?
Yeah, it's free. You don't actually need Game Pass.
Oh shit! I didn't even know about that, man.
Go download. It's legitly free to try. It's 12 gigs.
It's called Splitgate.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna do that then. Download that, man. I'm talking about Farm Simulator on Game Pass. You know, I don't know, man. I was thinking about just trying it out. You know, trying out one of those games. That looks like that would be one of what's his name's game. Larry Herb from Xbox. You know, that's probably what more his stick. You know what I mean? But I thought about trying it out. You know, but I'm gonna download that free game. You say that's pretty good. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah,
and download
I've been playing it all week so far. I've actually been having too much fun, like just getting quad kills. I got my first achievements just this morning.
So damn, nice. Happy. And this is all. Is this all online with other people?
Yep.
Oh, cool. How they play? They good or they all right?
Lobbies that are 6v6s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You don't have to try it out, man, and download that. I should just download it right now. So when I'm done later, I could try it out. But that sounds good. They got the free to play games too, out here, like For Honor and Super. Remember the game Super Monkey Ball? They have that. I think it's by. That was kind of a fun game. What's up with you, 100? 100 in the house. What's up with you, man? What's going on with you, G? 100 in the house. I need to talk to 100, man. I need to talk to him on Xbox, man, and see what he's been up to. My boy 100. Go check out Intro Media Gaming. Xbox got no games. 11:30 p.m. on Saturdays. Those brothers is off the chain with Flip the Script, Flip Money, and crew. You know, you need to check and support my brother 100. Keeping it a buck, don't give to. You need to check him out. You know what I mean? That's my brother from LA, 100. Keeping it a buck. You know, what's up? Salute to 100. Salute to Smitty Smith. What's up with you, man? Thanks for coming in and joining us, man. So, guys, we're gonna try to wait for Hebot. I sent him 2 invites, so he might be busy. You know what I mean? But I got my boy 108s in here and Dragons and 100 right now rocking out with us on Alpha. But we're going to talk today about, and you guys might know a little bit more than me, but there's been some news out here in the gaming streets about Valve Steam is bringing out their own handheld. And I think it's to go against the Nintendo Switch. And then after that, I heard that Microsoft is possibly working on a handheld system. Now I don't know too much about that, but that's what's in rumor mill. I don't know if it's going to be legit, but it seemed like right after Valve said they were going to release a handheld, it seems like Microsoft came right after and are working on some kind of handheld. So,
Something
we'll have
that
to
does 20 frames per second, please.
Yeah, right. So
and I don't have to dock it, make it do that. Because that new Switch thing looks cool, but you got to dock it to make it do 120 or 60. Otherwise, it just walks around on 30.
That's just you're right. And that's another thing, man. The pricing of these systems like that OLED Switch that's coming out. How much is that going to be, man? Is that going to be at least $500? Because it's a portable OLED.
And it's Nintendo. So.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be like at least, I don't know, 400 something, 500. I'm not sure.
Someone was saying the new Valve thing was going to be 550, 650 for the.
Oh wait, he's saying it's going to be 350.
I heard it's going to be more. I heard it's going to be at least 450.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, yeah, that's just funny. But
yep, 108 just said the new OLED Switch is going to be $350.
Yeah,
I bet you any money 108 will have that day one.
Watch. Oh yeah, he gonna have it.
Yeah, 108 Dragons, man. My brother Lemethis, man. He'll have it day one, and he'll do a video on it. I know he'll have it. You know what I mean? But that's actually not a bad price, to be honest with you guys. $350 for that OLED Switch. If you're into the handhelds like that, that's actually not a bad price. I was thinking, brothers, that was going to be more like around what T said, like $450, almost $5. But if it's going to be $350, man, that's probably going to be one of them systems where the bots are going to get a hold of that, and the shit will be sold out for 2 years or something. You know what I mean? So,
and it also depends on what storage amount you want.
Yeah, and then okay, 108. Thanks for that information, brother. He said the Steam Deck has 3 models.
Yeah,
$99, 520, and 650. So I didn't know that. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, man. Good looking out. But I'm curious to see these systems, man. Curious to see these systems. We got Hebot in the house. That's at Hebot to the stream. What's up, my brother?
Hello.
What's up, Hebot? What's up, my brother?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you, bro. What's up, man? What's going on?
I'm trying to get my phone to read. The headphone, the mic that I have.
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm trying to get my phone to read. Headphone.
All right. Oh, okay. But we can hear you, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. We were just talking. We were just talking, man, about the new handhelds that are going to be coming out, man. Like the Steam Deck, and talking about the Switch, the OLED, and possibly Microsoft coming out with a handheld, man. I seen some of that news. I was watching, not watching, but reading last week. And man, we're going to be giving Nintendo a run for their money. So that'll be very interesting. That'll be very interesting, man. Very interesting. Yeah, we can hear you. You good?
Yeah, I mean I'm trying to find out if you can hear me.
I can hear you. You sound like you sound like you're just a tad bit far away.
Far away?
Yeah, it sounds like you're low. You're low, like if you're like far away or something. But I can hear you.
Yeah, 108 Dragon said he's passing on it.
Oh, is he passing on it?
Yeah, he said he's passing on it, and you can read it down in the description.
Yeah. Some people get it, some won't, man. I'm not getting that. You know what I mean?
Dude, you're just talking about. I mean, the screen ain't gonna be that much bigger than the screen that he got now.
Yeah.
I mean, ain't no sense you buying a, and you don't know how good that screen is really gonna be.
Yeah, well, yeah, and 108 says that it's 350 and it will pass. He said I will pass. It has no home improvement, only on the OLED screen to play games at 720p. Still, it's a no go for me, Sega man. Nintendo is bugging.
Yeah, they bugging. I mean,
Yeah,
bugging but you only bugging on it what, an inch and a half?
Yeah, I thought
Maybe
he.
not
I
even
thought he
that.
would. I thought he would go for it. But if he's going to pass on it, man, hey, you know.
And
Yeah,
for him to pass on it's something else.
yeah, man. What's up, Mr. Kima? What's up with you, brother? Thank you for coming. But yeah, he said he's going to pass on it, man. But there'll be some people out there to grab it. You know what I mean? There's going to be some people out there, the Nintendo enthusiasts. You know, the super, duper diehard.
It's gonna be the diehard Nintendo people that's gonna buy it.
Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we
I
can
can
hear
hear-
you.
I can.
And I'm very sure that
I can barely hear you, man. But we can hear you though.
What do you mean? I have it all the way up. I'm loud.
I don't know.
No.
Can you hear him, Good Tuck? Or
I can hear him good. You still muzzled, but I can hear him good.
No, I can hear it fine.
okay. He's trying to fix it though. He's trying to fix it.
I sound what you think? I'm talking. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you though, but you just go ahead and go. But you can just say your opinion on the systems, man. But we can still hear you.
My opinion on what's on the new Steam Deck?
Oh well, about the new Steam Deck. Yeah, the Steam Deck, man. What do you think?
I mean, it's got nice specs and stuff like that. But again, it's one of those things that it's like it's open, so you can do things with it, but it's not going to be guaranteed to run things perfectly unless it's been specified in, because they were talking about it that it really runs. I think it runs Linux and Vulkan. That's what it was designed under. So if you try to, let's say, run another API, and run like DirectX, run Windows or whatever on the unit, it's not recommended, and it's not guaranteed that it's going to run correctly. It's probably not going to run, the way that it should, as far as the quality. You get what I'm saying? Can you guys hear me? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you, brother.
Have you heard anything I said or no?
Yeah, we heard everything you said.
So it's supposed to act like a PC, and it has brand new chipsets, but it's only 1.4 teraflops. So
Okay.
It's going to have limitations, and people need to basically keep their expectations at a more realistic. Just keep their expectations in a realistic level, because it's not going to be something where you're going to be able to run all these more demanding games at the same quality, like with 4K and all that stuff. It's probably going to be something that's going to run like 720 or 1080p, depending on the game, on a more consistent level at 60 frames. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so because there's people out here thinking they're going to be doing all kinds of crazy stuff, but as far as the value, because it has entry points, because it has a $300 one. I mean, a $400 one, one that's like 5 something, one that's 600 something. based on how much memory it brings or
Right.
it has, right? So what ends up happening is, the more memory you have, obviously, the more you can do and store whatever. But the one that's 600 something is just memory stuff. So I mean, as far as comparing to the Nintendo, of course, it's a better unit because you're going to be able to do a lot more with it. But at the end of the day, it's Nintendo's, exclusives that make it an appealing product to most people that play it. You understand?
Yeah.
Because you're really not going to be able to play the Nintendo titles that are out now on that system. Yeah, you could probably run emulators, but again, we all know
Yeah.
how the emulators are. Emulators are iffy. Some work good and some work good. So
Yeah.
it's not like you're not gonna have a perfect experience with all of those games that you're gonna run on it. Like old school stuff. Like if I would get it, I would definitely get it to run all arcade emulators, like all the arcade stuff, and have it on the go. That's what I would probably have it for if I
Yeah.
got one. But again, they never made a console before, so we got to see, how the end result is. We don't know how durable it's going to be, how good it's going to be still yet. A lot of people are already running out and pre-ordering it, of course, because of the hype. People see something new to get hype, but you got to kind of be careful because you don't know yet. Like I said, it's the first time they make a unit. But then, of course, when you see this, now everybody's running with all the rumors that there's rumors that Microsoft and PlayStation are going to do one, or they should make one. And to be honest, it depends because again, that market has been very niche for years. And the only reason that Nintendo has dominated is because of their exclusives, the kind of games that they make that appeal to everybody, not just adults, the kids and families and stuff like that. And that's the main reason, or the big reason why they've had so much success. And obviously price point, because it's too expensive. That's not for everybody, like a hardcore person like myself, or let's say someone like Sega Man, right? Or even someone like 108 Dragons, for example, right? We like the greatest and newest things that come out with the best technologies, and we enjoy it, right? So we don't mind getting them and buying them. But the reality is that most people, like younger kids, that they're not gonna jump to the Steam Deck over a Nintendo because one, they don't have Mario, they don't have Zelda, they don't have other great games like that attract them, and they and their parents are not going to be like, I'm gonna pay $500, $600, $700 for for
520.
handheld machine. They can barely take care of their school equipment or their school books, notebooks, and stuff like that. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
They're just not going to do it. That's a buy more for the hardcore. Do I think it'll do good or better than expected? Probably because of the fact of the specs that it has. But I don't think that we're going to see the real feedback of success behind it until it's been out in the market for a little while, until people see what it can actually do on hand, the performance, what they can and cannot do or get away with, because it's an open source, right? So that's automatically attracting all the PC heads and all these, they're like, oh my God, we gotta do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do this. You leave it? Wait, where? I'm telling you. Okay. Be careful. Be safe. Don't come home too late. Bless you. All right. So, again, like I was trying to say, sorry about that, guys.
That's all right.
Just being a dad, so I think we won't really know how well it will affect the market until it's actually out there in hand in the wild, right? Because I think it's going to be one of those things that's going to do well, but it's going to do more with like, the hardcore PC community, and some hardcore, console gamers that just want to have a PC experience on the go. But again, the expectations have to be set low because it's still portable. It's not even more powerful than an Xbox Series S if you want to be, being realistic, right? And that's the reality of it. And you see already that the Xbox Series S has some limitations already when it comes to running the more demanding games at a higher resolution or higher quality, right? And then they're talking about that they're going to sell like the deck to put it on a deck and you can connect it to your TV or PC later on, which I think you got to buy separately as well. That's also going to be a de facto because you figure you're paying for a high-end portable and then you're going to have to buy all this other accessories separate and the memory and a bunch of other things. You could upgrade the internal memory, but they're suggesting not to do it, but you can do it. But they're suggesting not to do it. They're suggesting not to do it because more than likely there is a very high probability that it can do something to the console or the unit or ruin it and things like that. But of course, you'll have you'll have those people that are always like, I know how to do all this stuff. I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't care. And they're gonna do it and risk it because that's how people are, right? But again, it's nice to see the attempt that's being tried. Somebody to attempt and do something, at a higher quality, let's say, than what Nintendo's offering, because of the fact that nobody really has given Nintendo a competition or tried to as far as the handheld space, and it's one of those things that it's very hard because to approach, because again, Nintendo has dominated that market for so long that in the casual world, everybody knows that the portable space only mainly has Nintendo, right? Like they don't know anything other than Nintendo. But you can tell that Nintendo has concerns, right? Because they're probably going to lose the older audiences, maybe, because they already announced that they're bringing down the price of the Switch from $350 to $299 after the Steam Deck was announced, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they had gotten backlash of the price because they really didn't do anything. The screen is the only thing they changed from LCD to OLED, which is a nice improvement as far as picture quality. But it's not going to make the games look higher resolution, better texture quality, better fidelity, more NPC. It doesn't have power. It had no power to it. And you already see how bad games like No More Heroes 3 looks as far as textures, anti-aliasing, the way that the jagged edges and stuff. So what's going to happen is when you have an OLED screen, you're going to be able to see those indiscrepancies even more. They're going to look even sharper and cleaner because the screen is a lot better, right? So I don't know how much it'll help and improve. Although when you play on a smaller screen, it's harder to identify those indiscrepancies because it's so compressed and small that it just looks really nice, right, to the naked eye or to the human eye. So I guess that's what their thought process is behind it. And then they also added the internet port directly on the dock so that you don't have to add an adapter like you do with the regular one that's out now. So, no battery life expectancy was changed. There's no resolution change, little bump, nothing, even on the dock itself. So it's really not something that needs to be bought. If you have a Switch already, you don't need to upgrade. You really don't. And unless you want to trade in your Nintendo, I think they give you like 180 for the Switch you got currently. And then from there, you can pay the difference. Maybe that'll be more justifiable for some people. But I could understand why people, wouldn't want to get an upgrade because they don't really need it, right? It's not really needed as far as the new Nintendo OLED edition. But as far as the Stream Deck, like I said, that's my thoughts. It sounds very good on paper, very promising, but it's one of those things that is uncharted territories, right? It's new. So we got to kind of sit back and see what the end result really is and real world performances based on those specs and see how well it performs in hand before we can actually make an assessment and judgment like, oh yeah, this is going to be the shit, right? I can understand why there's hype behind it because the specs are pretty sweet, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be what people actually think in their mind. I don't think we're going to be playing Gears of War 5 in 4K HDR, Dolby Vision, and all that bells and whistles in 120 or 60 frames per second on that portable. Because I've always said that's one of the reasons why you haven't seen Microsoft do a portable. Because if they do a portable with the same power of an Xbox Series X, meaning they have to do more R&D to create solutions to run high-powered chips, right, or performance chips that have to also have a good cooling system built in that's small but powerful enough to keep it cool enough because it's going to run hot and then give you good battery life with a good power supply. That's almost impossible. So if they do that, it's going to be something that's going to be very expensive, and the proof is in the new Stream Deck. Because you see that for more memory, the highest end one is almost $700. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that tells you right there. That's why they stay away from portables like that. A portable right now, the best quality you could probably get for a decent price would probably be the same capabilities of maybe a 360 or an Xbox One X, maybe perhaps, and you can get away with it, and it still have to be in the $400 price range, which I think that's what a Steam Deck is. The Steam Deck is more on the lines of probably the Xbox One X in some ways, even though it's not even in teraflops, because the teraflops it's not, but this has the actual new chipsets. So that kind of compensates for the teraflops, but it's only 1.5 teraflops, something like that. As opposed to 4 on the S and 12 on the Series X, or even 9.5 on the PS5. So, like I said, if it's for you, if it makes people happy and people want it, listen, I'm not gonna be mad at you if you buy it. I'm not gonna tell you don't buy it. It's your money. You have every right to do whatever you want with it. Same thing with the Nintendo OLED. You want to buy it? Hey, go right ahead and buy it. What I would do though is I would buy it with a trade up. I wouldn't pay straight up like $430, $330 for the Nintendo OLED if I have a Switch. I would just trade the one I have and pay the difference if I really wanted it that badly. Because there's no way you can validate that price with just a new screen. And then the screen that it had before was like 6.3 inches, right? And
Found that,
now it went from now it went from 6.3 to 7 inches. And I believe the Steam Deck one is a little bit bigger too. It's like 9 inches or something like that. So, but it's not OLED. It's LCD. So there's that as well. So options are always good. To have more options in the gaming space just makes the business more fruitful, right? Because people are going to want to, people are going to want to buy and play and choose where they feel fit to them, to their needs, right? To what they want, So, like I said, the fact that it's out there and there's more options now, it's a good thing. And it don't come out till December, so there's still time and ways away, for people to, figure out and say if they want to buy it or not. But again, I'm not hating because, if this also pushes Microsoft or even PlayStation to go back and do portables again of their own, or Microsoft for the first time, that'd be cool to see what they come up with versus what they offered, right?
Yeah.
you know, but with PlayStation, it's probably not as easy because again, they have the money issues where they have to watch how they spread their money, and they have to make certain business decisions based on their capital for that division, which is why you see them doing more third party deals with games as opposed to introducing new IPs again, because it's not easy for them to just do that because it's a bigger risk when you do that, right? Because those games are not guaranteed to. So I understand why they probably wouldn't even try to get it. They failed and tried it 3 times with PSP, PSP Go, PS Vita. You know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
remember that.
PlayStation Slim.
I remember the PSP Go.
So I could understand and see why they would be apprehensive of not trying it again. But with Microsoft, they try to be cool to see what they can come up with, especially that Microsoft has money because they just did their phone and pretty much did a phone that destroys any other phone out there right now. And it's the one that I have, it's something to do. And as far as accessibility, what you can do with it, even though it still has some flaws, which they'll probably perfect with the next version. But it's always interesting to see what Microsoft does and brings to the table because they're very competitive in that way, and they like
Yeah.
to be challenged. So if this Steam Deck, motivates them to take a risk and chance at trying it, it'd be cool to see because they have things like cloud available. They have some Game Pass, uh, which is under their OS operating system. And I don't know, it'd just be cool to see what they can come up with if they did one. But it's cool to see. But I don't think we'll know the real end result, like I said, until it's in everybody's hands.
Yeah.
That's the hard reality of it. I think people are just getting too hyped, too fast, and based on specs and not really understanding that it's still a portable at the end of the day. So we got to keep our expectations kind of grounded and checked in reality because this ain't going to be, we're not going to be able to control NASA ships with this new portal and stuff. That's how I feel about it.
So, well, he bought two real quick. Do you? I seen that there was somebody talking about, and I heard that are Microsoft coming out? In your opinion, are they coming out with a handheld?
Yeah, they will
What do you mean?
eventually, of course.
You asked me the question, or no? I'm sorry.
Well, I want to really ask this
I'm
the
sorry,
panel. What do
Chief.
they think?
Did I?
Eventually they will.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'll wait.
Well, I wanted to ask the panel, Tuckmaster, man, you've been a little quiet there, brother. So what do you think about these handhelds that are coming out, man, with the Steam Deck and the Microsoft possibly dipping their hands into bringing out a handheld system, man? What's your opinion on it? What's your thoughts? Tuck, you there? Tuck. I think Tuck's left the building. I don't know. Maybe he fell asleep. But yeah, man, I'm hearing that they're going to be doing that too. That'd be great to see that, man. To be honest with you, if they brought out one, I mean, we already have, our xCloud, and we can play Game Pass games and play games on our phone. But for them to bring out an actual handheld, that's very interesting, man. To see what Microsoft, like Hebot said, what Microsoft does or what they're going to do. I mean, that would be great. To see something like that, man. That would be really, really awesome. I mean? I think it would give the other competition a run for their money. Tuck, you there, man?
Well, I mean, competition's always.
Yeah,
every time I talk,
Yes,
Tuck knows I talk long.
Thank you, Mr.
He
Kima.
always goes and does stuff. You know
Thank
what I'm
you,
saying?
Kima. Yeah.
I notice what Tuck does. What Tuck does is when I talk, because he knows that I talk long, he'll go use the bathroom, he'll go make something to eat, and come back. He don't even listen to what I got to say. That's great, yeah.
Never fails, man. Tuck, you
That's
there?
crazy.
Well, anyways, guys, when Tuck gets back, we'll ask him. But in June, they're saying that I don't really go by FPDs, but I just want you guys' opinion on it that the Xbox and the Switch outsells the competition in June. Do you believe that to be true?
It was the Microsoft beat and came out at number one based off dollars, which makes
Yeah.
sense because the Xbox Series X is $500 versus 300, which is what the Switch costs. So they won the MPDs in sales with console conversion based off dollars.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that it sold more units, but that's
Right.
the whole reasoning why we've been saying, or someone like myself has been saying for so long, that console sales don't mean anything
Right.
because Nintendo's console, when it sold 128 million units with the Wii, it was a $200 console versus a $450 console that was the 360 and a 500 or 600 at one time that was the PS3, right? So that doesn't mean that it was necessarily doing better as far as money. They were selling, but they weren't making more money than Microsoft, for example, or even Sony to a certain extent, right?
Yeah.
So it's good that Microsoft is. This means that the Xbox Series X is doing well. They're selling. Even the X's, they're selling. Because again, the numbers are speaking for itself. But of course, when they announce the MPDs, they can never just give the win straight up, to Microsoft in that sense. They just got to be like, that's how they'll be specific. Or, oh, this is based off, you know, this is based off, this is based off the numbers, meaning dollars, which at the end of the day is the most important. Because if you're making more money, that means you're making more profit. And if you're making more profit, that means you're going to have more money to spend and invest than any other company, right?
Yeah.
But they make it seem as if it's not that important because it's based off dollars, not units. Like, what does it matter if you sell more units if you're not making more money and they're not buying more games on your console? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened with the Wii. It was selling, but they wouldn't buy games. So there was a bunch of games they made exclusives that me and you talked about not too long ago. That the Wii had a bunch of exclusives that nobody played, and that they're stuck on the Wii and never came anywhere else to this day. And that's why I enjoy my Wii U the most, because I could play all my Wii games on the Wii U through the Wii remote, right?
Oh yeah.
With the Pro remote controller. And I don't have to worry about it, losing it, even the ones in the store, the digital ones. Unlike the Switch, I can't play my digital store games. I can't play none of my Wii games or my Wii U. I have to rebuy the Wii games that they're remastering and remaking, right? That's why I still prefer my Wii over the Nintendo Switch. That was my whole conversation. And yeah, Baca, you had a point. I was thinking the same thing. He said Microsoft making a handheld would be dumb as hell and undermine xCloud. That would make no sense when targeting the 2 billion mobile gamers. And he has a very valid point. The problem with xCloud that I would have as a counter argument, and not really argument to your statement, because you're absolutely right, would be that the problem with xCloud is that it needs high bandwidth. And high bandwidth is very expensive. And the problem is most of these fucking providers for mobile phones and for cable, for example, they're refusing to pay for that high bandwidth. That's why you see television networks still running their fucking shows in 720p in 2021.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because they don't want to pay for the bandwidth speed because it's expensive. So that means they would have to build more servers, more lines to run that high-speed bandwidth, and more modernized, right? And that would cost them money. And then they want to charge you an arm and a leg for shit that's garbage, but don't want to put in the money and invest it to make more money out and give you a better product. because they'll charge you. They charge you an arm and a leg now for the shit you get. It's the stuff you get. When you get cable, you pay for the HD package. They're charging like $80, and their HD package is only like 1080p. There's nothing for like 2K, 4K, 3K. No, it's like 1080p, the standard.
Yeah.
And that's the only biggest problem still to this point with xCloud. But like anything, it's still in its infancy. It's going to grow and get better with time and more affordable and cheaper, obviously. So yeah, you're right. It would right now Microsoft, if they invest in xCloud, they can keep concentrating and perhaps make their phones like the Windows Surface the actual handheld where you have it on it's already built, it's on the go. But from a console perspective, as far as console hardware, it would be nice to see and interesting to see what kind of approach they would take to compete. Like, what would be their answer to compete with something like Steam Deck, right? That's where I came with saying, that'd be interesting to see what they would do. Just because when they make something like, for example, how they make the Xbox Series X so powerful at such a good price with so much advanced technology at an affordable price. I would like to see what their interpretation would be for affordable with that same quality, with that same price point for the portable space. That's how I'm looking at it. But yeah, xCloud would be, kind of defeat the purpose since they already invested. And, and obviously as time goes on, everything gets cheaper and gets better. So people will still be able to embrace it and afford it. And it'll probably work just as good, if not better, because it's running off of servers, not actual dedicated hardware, which is more, in my opinion, it's more forward thinking. It's better, it's more advanced, more convenient, but it's just expensive. That's the biggest problem. It's expensive. And most people don't want to do that,
I'm still breathing though, man.
What happened, T?
No, province might be expensive, but I'm still breathing.
Yeah, that's true.
But
I put like this, y'all. Ain't no
Where you
way in
been?
hell.
Where you been, man?
I've been there. I'm just listening.
Okay. What do you think? We got to go back to the question now because Hebot talked about it, made some very good, valid points and opinions on the handheld. So, Tuck, what do you think about the Steam Deck handheld and the supposedly Microsoft coming out with their own handheld for the competition for the Switch, man? So, what's your opinion on that? What do you think?
Okay, well, first of all, the Steam thing, it might. I don't know if that will work or not either. I mean, I'm just being serious. Because I know Steam got a lot of games now, got a lot of games out there and all that stuff. But you really want it. And then if it's gonna be expensive, as you said it is, you're gonna have like 3 different models. That is gonna be on them 3 different models. I mean, you gotta ask yourself. Now that's all I really got to say about that. But now the Microsoft thing, hell no, they don't need to come out with a handheld. No, they don't. No, they already got the xCloud. They got the xCloud. You can run everything on your phone or your tablet. So no, they don't need to do that. I mean, that is their handheld device. That is basically their handheld device. And it's getting better. It's getting better. How good it's getting, I don't know, but I think it's getting a little bit better. I haven't tried it in a while, but because I know in some instances you don't have to even have a control pad to run the control pad is actually on the screen on some games, and I think that's a good thing. But now, if Microsoft did something like that, I think that would just be a waste of money because you already got it with xCloud. I don't think they need to do it at all. What they do with the xCloud right now, that's enough. That is enough. So And really, basically, that's all I got to really say. I think it would be disastrous if Microsoft did make a handheld, but hey, what do I know? I mean, Microsoft might do it, but I won't be buying it either way it go. And I sure they won't be buying that Steam system either way it go because I did. That's all I got to say about
that. Well, man, hey, we'll just have to see. We'll have to see, man. But the Switch is going to be coming out, with that OLED, and 108 Dragon said that he's not going to get it. You know what I mean? And there might be a lot of people that goes along with him, that are not going to get it, man. So we'll have to see.
I mean, like I said, like I'm always saying, Nintendo need to come out and just make a big system and that's it. I mean, stop all this handheld bullshit and that's it. I mean, come on now. I mean, it's time. I mean, you got this Switch. You got that Switch with the OLED screen. That's gonna be what, less than an inch. Waste of money. Waste of money. Waste of time. And I know your fans love you, but your fans ain't gonna. I don't think your fans will love you that damn much.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
Can you guys hear me?
Well, yeah, we can. Yep. So, man, what do you guys think about the upcoming Unreal Engine 5? I think Xbox fans got a glimpse of it, of Unreal Engine 5 for the Series S and X. So what are you guys' opinion on that, man? What do you think that engine, the new engine's going to be like? Unreal 5, man.
What happened?
Slick.
Like, I think what's that, Hebot?
What were you talking about? What you asked? I'm sorry.
Well, give me your opinion first, Hebot, on this, and then we'll ask the other brothers on the panel, man. Xbox fans are going to get a glimpse at the Unreal Engine 5. Now, did really good on Gears 4 with Unreal Engine 4. It looked great, fantastic.
The coalition's supposed to do like a demonstration of what they're doing with the new Unreal Engine. Yeah.
Yes. So what do you think, Hebot? What do you think what do you think we're going to see with that, man? I mean, we've seen great, fantastic games with that already, but with 5, man, what do you think we can expect more from the new engine?
Well, they've already spoken on some of the things that it's going to be better. Like, it's going to be a lot easier to make games for, and a lot faster, right?
Yeah.
When you make games, it'll be able to produce faster game development with high quality graphics at a faster speed and rate, which is what usually happens when with any new API or any new game graphic engine that's created, right? But I think we're going to see impressive things, gold lines, goals that they're going to try to meet with the next Gears of War project, or even whatever new other game they probably might be making. Because from what I understand, they're saying that they might be making another game, another type of IP, whether it's something new or a remake or a reintroduction of an older IP. I don't know. That hasn't been specified because it's just based off some things that were said that they have a feeling that it was hinted that they're working on multiple projects, right? Other than Gears, I guess. So it's going to be like the normal, like when we, how when we see every time when they make a new game on the new engine, we see a really nice demo or a really nice, presentation that blows our minds away, because it's supposed to be based off what their goals are, what they're going to try to achieve, and then of course people run with it, like to run with it a lot of times, and their expectations get way too high and unrealistic, and then they wonder when it doesn't happen why. Then they want to call the companies liars and and that they just play people out when that's not the case.
Right.
A demo demonstrating something is a very small speed area, right? And they'll do specifically to demonstrate what it can do, the engine. It's never an indication of what you actually an entire game is going to look like running on a game, because once you have a whole game running, obviously you have more information, data, run, and it's a lot more. It's a lot more information in that actual finished product, right? So
Yeah.
so and so it's never going to be one for one. The indicative one for one of what the demo is, but it'll come very close. And in some places, some of the stuff they show actually comes out to be even better. But again, it's very few and far between. That's not always the case, because that's why it's called a demo presentation. I think what we're going to see, obviously, it's going to be impressive. Obviously, it's going to make us excited and make us, look forward to what's going to be offered. But again, we'll just have to keep our expectations on check, because even though they may show something that may blow our minds, it doesn't mean that that's exactly how it's going to translate in a final game with the final product, with everything that is included and added onto the game when it's all said and done.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So that is why, those are just always fun things to see. But like, again, that's why I don't try to get like over zealous about it. Like, oh my God, Jesus Christ! But at the end of the day, it's exactly what they said. It's a tech demo demonstration showing, what they're trying to do, and it's always exciting to see that. Like, as far as technology, right? But most people always take it out of context. Look at how when they showed the tech demo with the girl, when they were saying, "Oh, and this is running on PlayStation 5," and a lot of people were assuming that that's the way it was going to look. And Jesus Christ.
Yeah, right. You there, Ebot? You good? Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. What's up?
Hello?
You sound good.
You guys
Hey,
hear me?
man.
No, it's because I'm on my phone, and every time somebody calls, it automatically goes and jumps and picks up the audio of that phone call
Oh,
every time.
okay.
And I had already 100 people call me. Jorge, my son Zach, Tuck Master, even though he's on the podcast, still call me. So anyway, yeah, I think it's gonna be exciting. We're gonna see some nice things and exciting new tech. It's gonna give us an idea of what the future of Gears is gonna be like and look like, right? And that's always exciting. But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, whatever it looks like is exactly what it's gonna look like in the game, 100%. And Xbox guys are usually tend to use their brains. We're not that stupid, and we're not that ignorant,
Right.
Where
this idea of, that's exactly what it is. You bullies are always over me. We're not going to do that. But it's always exciting to see what the future holds. You know it's going to be leaked to the bottom matter. We got the 5. And you guys know I'm correcting the 5. So obviously, it's not going to disappoint. And obviously, it's at the end of the day, it's going to be a treat for all of us, regardless. You see what I'm saying? So, it's really exciting. I don't know what it is, the showcase, but know it's
Uh-huh.
supposed to be free. I don't know if any of his brothers or friends know what the time is.
Well,
That's
yeah. I don't know.
okay.
I think it got a lot to. I think it got a lot to offer because of the past engines that we've seen. You know, like in the 360 days. You know, up till now. You know, with the Gears of Wars and the what's the other game they had that came out that did it did fairly well. Where the guy hits you into hit. I forgot the name of that game. It's a really good game that was made by People Can't Fly. I think it's called
Can you hear
Bulletstorm.
me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm sorry, guys.
That's all right. That's all right. We can hear you. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, man,
Okay.
Bulletstorm that uses the Unreal Engine. That was good.
Oh yeah.
You know.
And hey guys, I'm gonna step out and jump back in when I'm in the car because I have to go pick up my son from work at 6:00.
Okay.
All right, brothers.
All right, brother.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.
All right,
Okay, bye.
bye, man. Yeah, guys, but I pretty much heard what Hebot was saying. He had a little bit of technical difficulties, but T, man, what do you think, man, about that, man? They're saying that they're going to be some Xbox fans, got a glimpse of the Unreal Engine 5 graphics, on the Xbox Series X and X.
That's all I care about. I care about speed. I was just lecturing Mr. Crap Gamer about speed, so that was kind of my fun part.
I hear you, man. I don't know, man. I think it's going to be great. I think we're going to be blown away with these next gen consoles when it comes to Unreal Engine 5. Unreal Engines always ran very, very well, very good for Xbox, for Microsoft's consoles, especially with the Gear series and games like Bulletstorm. And there's other games that utilize the Unreal Engine that done very well for their games. So, yeah, I can't wait to see what Unreal Engine 5, the magic it's going to bring and spit out, on these new next gen consoles, man. What about you, Tuck? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
So what do you think, man, about the new Unreal Engine 5, man? Do you think our eyes are gonna melt when we see new games that that these developers will be implementing, the Unreal Engine 5 to their games, man? They're going to be using the engine, man. What do you think?
I think it's going to be I think the Unreal Engine has always been a good engine. It always has been a positive engine for Microsoft.
Yeah.
For any of the game developers who uses it and all that stuff. But like this tech demo and all that stuff, we really, we're just talking about a tech demo.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be blown away with the tech demo, but I know the engine's gonna be good because how long have they been working on this engine now anyway?
I don't know. I would say a good amount of time. It shows in all the Unreal engines. It shows like the amount of time they put into these. When you implement them into their games and stuff. Because especially with Gears and games like that. I mean. We were blown away back in the 360 days with some of the things that engine could do when it came to character models in the games and stuff like that, man. So, I'm pretty sure they, that's their baby, So
I was blown away on this last Gears of War. I mean,
5, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they did a good job. I mean, when does it come? I mean, when is it fully coming out? Sometime next year?
I'm not too sure about it, like exactly. Maybe next year. I'm not sure, but like you said, yes, it was a tech demo, but it's just to get the reason for these tech demos is to get you hyped, man, for what's to come. So I mean, it's better to see that than nothing. What they're working on, like some other companies, hint. But they come out and they show you they want to give you a glimpse of what they're working on. And that's what they should be doing. You know what I mean? So that'll be good to see, especially when the new Gears comes out, like Gears 6, if they're working on other games, if Coalition is going to be working on new projects and stuff, that also will be cool. So, yeah, man, but I really don't have nothing else really today, guys. It wasn't too much news. I think the biggest news we talked about today on the Xbox Alpha podcast was these new handhelds coming out, from Steam Deck and Microsoft. We'll see if it gives Nintendo Switch competition. You know what I mean? They do need some competition, in my opinion. So we'll just have to see. But the OLED Switch is no go for me. You know what I mean? So I'm with Lemon that said that earlier. So that's a no go for me. That has to be cheaper, man. Maybe $150 or something. But I mean, I'm not going to go out and pay that for the And he said it's also 720p, and it's no go for me right now. So
and then you talking about less than an inch too. So
I mean that's a no go.
You ain't getting that big of a screen, and but like I said, Nintendo just need to come off their ass and just build a big boy system and let that be that. They need to.
I'll say this, guys, before we sign out and everything. Do you think when the OLED Nintendo Switch comes out, do you think that the regular Nintendo Switch will continue to outsell the OLED Switch? Will it outsell their new version of the Switch with OLED? What do you guys think?
I personally think it depends what games they offer compared to the other.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree with Team Reaper on that.
Yeah,
but like I said, knowing how crazy these damn Nintendo fans, they gonna buy anything. They gonna buy anything Nintendo got to offer. So
I don't anything that they're offered. So that's kind of the fun part.
Right. I mean, if there's Tiddlywinks, they'll buy Tiddlywinks. So. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I mean, that's how the Nintendo people are. They're crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, guys, we'll sign out here, but hopefully the PlayStation, the ponies, whatever you want to call them, hopefully they'll stop crying and whining about what we got over here, and they start playing games on their preferred console. You know what I mean? But we'll probably hear something.
If you don't like it, go buy an actual system to actually enjoy yourself with.
Right.
That's right. Like you said, G.
That's right,
like
man.
You said, buy a good system.
Stop making petitions and crying. If you're a true gamer and you like PlayStation, play your games and be happy. Wait for what they got coming out, whatever you like. You know what I mean? And not worry about us over here on the real greatness side, the Xbox side. So, just worry about what you got going on over there, and be happy, man. Be a gamer. Don't be butthurt for our games, and wish the Game Pass goes away, and Starfield on your system, and different things like that.
I don't really care.
Right.
I mean, this is just like the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, you got that right. You got that right, Tuck.
We eating good on Xbox N. Nintendo is doing their thing, and Sony is just ugly because they don't know what the hell they're gonna do.
Yeah, that's right, man. That's right. So before
Sony
we
wants to make deals with Netflix.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Say what again?
They want to make Netflix.
PlayStation wants to make deals with Netflix with your gaming service deals coming up soon this fall.
Oh, so I was wondering what that was about.
Yeah. But I'm kind of curious how you're going to do that over xCloud issue. So that's going to be kind of fun to watch.
So they're trying to put their games on Netflix now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to see how it's going to go.
And then maybe you'll see Netflix prices get hiked, or maybe PlayStation offers higher value for more offering. I don't know, but
is that to actually get out of making the PlayStation Pass? They'll just go to Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
So is that what they're doing? That's just so.
Right. That's kind of the idea. Yeah.
That's just so stupid and dumb. Why don't you just make your own PlayStation Pass? Why do you need to go to Netflix and do it? I mean, that's dumb, in my opinion. Do your own.
Easier way to victory if they just rent their stuff to victory.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So.
That doesn't sound like it'll work out. I don't know if Netflix would be willing to. I don't know, man. That just sounds really.
I kind of see Netflix hyping their price plans up, and then adding game streaming in.
Hey, Team Reaper, have they actually made a deal with that, or is it going to actually?
No, they're
are
still
they in talks?
they're still in talks about it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's what he was talking about last night. So I was like, but it was like one of those annoying things that, yeah, but Netflix probably is worth more than Sony now. So
Oh yeah, I would say
money,
so.
money, money.
I would believe that. I kind of would believe that, man. But hey, that's man. Hey, again, I don't have to buy a
Oh,
PlayStation now. I can go to Netflix, right?
Yeah.
hey,
Hey,
And
you
then
know
with
go to
that.
Microsoft
Netflix.
xCloud, nice little TV chips. They just have to press a rent service, and you're all
Right.
set.
Just like
That happens.
Okay, but
I can see these ponies really saying, "Oh, we got a good server now. We got Netflix."
hey man, you got to hey guys, you got to start practicing, man. You got to start practicing what
I'm just being
what they
serious.
preach. You got to practice what they preach, man. Hey, you know what? I don't have to buy an Xbox. I'll just get a PC. But hey, I don't have to buy a PlayStation. I can play your games on Netflix.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
So, I
the
mean,
idea.
you know,
Work in reverse against PlayStation. I kind of
right.
feel bad. Oh well.
I could turn on Netflix and play, what is it, God of War
God of War,
or Spider-Man?
God of War
Or,
Ragnarok. That's probably going to be their exclusive.
And what I want to know is just how much is Nintendo? I mean, how much is Netflix going? How much this share going to be off the top? Because you know they're going to charge.
I
think
have
it
no clue.
depends on how much each company can share inside the actual buyout. So we'll find that out later.
Thanks for bringing that little bit of information to me, T. Because I honestly, T Reaper brother, I did not know that, man. I didn't know they were going to do that. That just seems, whatever. I mean, if that's what they want to do, like I said, I can turn on my Netflix, and if I want to play a game that PlayStation has, I can just, yeah. So why should I buy a PS5 now? I can just play it on Netflix.
Exactly.
So,
You can just go right from the actual Netflix streaming service and then right into your PSN.
Right. So they need to practice what they preach, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But you know what, man? I mean, if they do that, let them do it. I mean, it's more like a disaster drill. They got to do something. So let them do it.
Yeah, we'll have to see, guys. But we're gonna sign out now. But before we do that, man, I'm gonna just give a big shout out to everybody that was here with us today on Sunday on the Xbox Alpha podcast. The first one to come in here and rock out with us is our boy Dragons 108 TV. You need to go check his channel out with the Dragons Den on Saturdays at 7 p.m. 100 Intro Media Gaming, Xbox Got No Games. My brother from LA, check out 100 Don't Give To. His podcast is at 11:30 p.m. On Saturdays. Xbox Got No Games. Salute to Smitty Smith for coming in. He's always been rocking out with us every single time we do the Xbox Alpha podcast. Shouts out to him. Shouts out to Mr. Kima. Mr. Kima always comes in, gives us some of his opinions on gaming. A big shout out to Mr. Kima, man, out here in the gaming community and streets. Thank you, brother, for coming in and joining us. Much respect to him. What's his name? Radiance 96. He was in here with us, rocking out with us. Thank you for coming in, man, and joining us on the Alpha podcast. And also shout out to Dakota Vaca, my brother. He lives near me. He lives near me here in PA. We're gonna meet up sometime soon and chill and hang out. You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to Vaca. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my brother Vaca. Fire Boss was in here saying what's up, giving a shout out to us. What's up, Fire Boss? Hope everything is well with you, man. But we're gonna get going now, guys. So we're gonna do our closeout. So we'll start with you, Tuckmaster. Tell the people where they can find you, my brother.
Hello, everybody. This is your boy DJ Tuckmaster, original Pony Killer, and I don't stand pony. I can't stand ponies, and that's it. So, but now where you can reach me at is at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Xbox, always. And I'm going to get my channel back to rolling up pretty dang soon. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do. I want to talk about a little bit about sports, since I know a little bit more about sports, or do I want to mix it up between gaming and sports? So, so just keep in tune with that. I probably call it I probably call the new channel probably be called the Misfits of Gaming in Sports. So, and that's really based about it. But I'll be getting to that pretty doggone soon because there's a lot of things that people just don't know about. I mean, you got people that just run around think that they know about sports and all that stuff, flapping their gums, and they don't even know how it is to be on the day-to-day in sports, and that's it. They thinking that those guys are not trying their hardest. They are. I mean, they're trying their hardest to win a game. The NBA basketball championship this weekend.
Yeah.
Phoenix is trying their best, but hell, Milwaukee ain't no slouch.
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, the Greeks, they cannot stop him at all. So,
right.
I mean, but I'm just saying. But but I'm not gonna ruin that. I'm just gonna just talk about that on a later date. But now, second man, I am so proud of you, man. You finally got how many subscribers now?
I'm about 5, I guess 5'10" or something like that. But that's not bad. That's not bad, man. But
that's not bad as long as you. I mean, the short time you didn't have your channel.
Oh that's damn good. I had my channel for over 10 years, man.
But I'm just saying, well, you really just concentrating on it now.
Oh yeah, definitely. But you know what? I always tell people, Tuck. Before we let T do his sign outs, people say, "Man, Sega man, I wish you had more subscribers, man. You just do good content, and it's just a shame you don't have more subscribers." But you know what, man? I'm proud and happy of what I got. You know what I mean? I'm proud because I know somebody likes the Alpha Podcast, likes my channel, and they like gaming. So I'm going to keep doing it no matter how many subscribers I have, man. I can lose all my subscribers today, and I'm still going to do podcasts, and I'm still going to do videos. So, I mean, because I like gaming. I'm not out here to get any kind of YouTube fame. I'm not out here to get all kind of subscriptions and subscribers and stuff, man. I'm out here to just bring entertainment, talk about gaming with you, T Reaper or Hebot, E-Rock, all of us that like Xbox. I mean, that's what it's all about, man. You know what I mean? So
hey, you heard from E-Rock anyway?
Yeah, we'll be doing another podcast in August. We'll be doing another one in August. He's just taking a huge break, and he might not, he might want to retire from YouTube. So we'll have to, we'll be talking about that in August. You know what I mean? So we'll see where we go from there. But yeah, we'll be doing another one here, in August, doing doing the Exile podcast, man, holding it down, for E-Rock. So, yeah, that's going to be coming up, man. So, but on that note, man, T Reaper, I want to thank you for coming and joining us again on the Alpha Podcast, brother. You're always welcome.
I didn't know you were even streaming. I legitimately was actually playing chess with my mother, and I looked down, and you were actually sent me an invite. I was like, oh, yeah, that's what I'm supposed to be. That's why that worked that way. Okay.
That made more sense. You're always welcome. Always welcome. If I see you on, I think from now on Saturdays, I need to try to keep a schedule. On Saturdays or Sunday, if I see you on, I will definitely just invite you. If you can't come on, then I know you're busy. But you're always welcome to come on Alpha on the weekends and rock out with us and talk about Xbox and gaming, brother. Anytime, all the time here. You always have a home here on the Xbox Alpha Podcast. But tell people, brother, where they can find you, man.
Well, I am still nicely, kosher and happy on Twitter at ThomasBarker61, on my Instagram at OtoTReaper, just as it's spelled on the screen. And yeah, I'm always on Xbox. I legitimately live on it.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, on that note, guys, we're going to get out of here. Everybody have a good Sunday night. Enjoy your gaming. Enjoy playing on your Xbox. If you're an Xbox fan, if you like the other systems like the PlayStation and you're a true fan of their games and what they have to offer you, or the Switch, be happy and play your games, man, because that's what it's all about. It's all about gaming and what you like. And we like Xbox over here, and we're always going to talk about Xbox and what Microsoft and Xbox is doing in the gaming community, man. That's what we're all about. And we give our opinions about other systems because we've played these systems, Nintendo systems, PlayStation, or whatever have you. And we know some knowledge about these games, and, we talk about everything gaming. So on that note, guys, salute, peace out, Xbox for life. We don't die, we multiply. Peace.
Peace.